Alex, are you on your way home yet? I'm getting your supper ready. You will be home by the time it's done, won't you?
I don't need any supper.
What? Wait, are you still mad with me?
Duh. I'm pissed with your arrogant and condescending attitude. You do know you're in the wrong, don't you? I'll come home as soon as you apologize.
How am I arrogant and condescending? All I did last night was give you a gentle warning.
Well, it was uncalled for. I don't need you meddling in my shit. And I won't tolerate it. Keep your stupid advice to yourself.
You were being rude. I had to say something. I can't believe you'd say something so horrible to your sister when she's undergoing fertility treatment.
What's wrong with asking my sister how much her IVF treatment costs? Geez, you act like I shot someone. The way you apologized to her made it seem like I was the bad guy. Have you even stopped to think about how out of line that was? You were damn wrong, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
Your sister's fertility treatment is a delicate topic, Alex. Not only that, but when she told you how much it was, you kept making disdainful comments on how expensive it was and how you thought she was crazy for carrying on with it. Nobody needed to hear any of that, and it wasn't your place to say. It's one thing to have opinions. No one can hold that against you. But to voice them in such an inappropriate way, causing so much hurt to someone very obviously going through a hard time? Seriously, I have no idea what possessed you to think that that was an acceptable way to behave.
Jeez, woman. Get off my back. I was just making conversation. Besides, she was the one who came over and spoke to me after finishing up with the gynecologist. If she didn't want me to ask questions, then she should have left me alone.
You're her little brother. She's obviously going to come over and say hi if she sees you around town.
But she didn't just say hi, did she? She spoke to me about her fertility treatment.
Isn't that because you asked her whether she was pregnant yet? People don't necessarily only go to the gynecologist when they're pregnant. They go for all kinds of things like tests and consultations too. I don't think you should go around asking people about deeply intimate private affairs like that, even if they do happen to be your sister.
Shut the heck up, you annoying whiny banshee. You're like a goddamn broken record. There's no issue here. She's my brother's wife, and I can speak to her however I goddamn well please. So why should I have to walk around on eggshells with my own family?
Family or not, there are some things people don't want to be asked about. You haven't been asking the women at work weird questions too, have you? We live in an age where people are quick to report things, and society has become super sensitive to all kinds of harassment. You always hear stories of bosses getting in trouble for passing comments in the workplace these days. I think you should be a little more careful.
Geez, Patricia, I know all this crap. Why do I need to hear it from you, my wife of all people? It doesn't take a genius to know you need to be careful about what you say in an age of cancel culture and political correctness.
Fine. Forget I said anything.
It's exactly this attitude of yours that pisses me the hell off.
It's not like I'm trying to be condescending or anything. I'm only saying these things because I love you.
And why do I need you to warn me about anything at all? You're not in a position to warn anyone about anything. Stop acting like a know-it-all, you pathetic high school dropout.
I'm not trying to be a know-it-all, Alex.
Shouldn't you be thinking about your own position instead of giving me unsolicited advice?
My position?
I'm a full-time employee with a steady long-term contract at a prestigious major global company. And you're a housewife who works some crummy part-time supermarket job. Where the hell do you get off acting like such a big shot?
I'm really not trying to act like a big shot, not at all.
I pay for you to exist, woman. I feed you, I clothe you, and I keep a roof over your head. You do well to remember that. You don't get sassy with the man of this house.
Please, Alex, why won't you try to understand where I'm coming from? I feel like everything I say automatically gets interpreted as an attack.
You're the one who doesn't understand anything. Just stop barking orders at me and we won't have any problems. I don't need your advice, 'cause thinking is a man's job. Reply unnecessary.
Alex, there's a parcel here for you. Did you buy something else?
What's the problem if I did? I bought it with my hard-earned money. What does it have to do with you?
I'm asking you because it does have something to do with me. I warned you about the spending on your credit card being way too high just last month. You've already used up this whole month's allowance already, and it's only the 5th. You're halfway into next month's budget, for crying out loud.
So what?
So stop spending money we don't have.
What's the issue here? We can still get by.
Only because I'm covering the excess with my wages from my part-time job.
So let me ask you again. What's the issue here?
There are nothing but issues here. You promised you'd leave my savings untouched so we could save for our future.
There's no harm in me spending a little here and there.
A little here and there? We haven't been able to save a cent in months now, Alex. Would you just cut it out and start thinking about our future for once? You have no idea how expensive things could get for us down the line. What about when we have kids? What about when we get old? What if one of us gets sick? We can't afford to be this irresponsible.
Are you still freaking preaching at me, woman?
I wouldn't have to if you didn't waste our money.
You shut your goddamn mouth.
Shut my mouth? God damn it, Alex. You're not a child anymore. It's about time you started taking the things I say to you seriously. These things are important, right?
Sure they are, but that doesn't mean you get to be on my back all the time like some freaking nagging machine that went into overdrive. Besides, this isn't even the first time I've heard any of this crap. It was only last week you wouldn't shut up about how my pension won't go very far. So obviously I need you to nag at me to save up extra money on top of it, do I? Because I'm clearly incapable of planning my own finances. God, you infuriate me.
Yes, I did say those things. And do you know why? Because you genuinely don't seem to have a clue about how to properly manage your finances. You're going to drag us both down into poverty if you don't stop your irresponsible spending soon.
And who are you, Warren Buffett? Is this how desperate to flex your financial knowledge that you'd belittle and demean your own husband? You think you're so much better than me? Huh?
Huh?
Let me make one thing clear. It's not a woman's place to be clever. All I need you to do is smile, look pretty, and cook my meals. It's time you knew your place. Believe me, you'll be easier to love if you act like a ditzy moron instead.
I don't understand what you're trying to say.
It's like I told you before. Stop barking orders at me.
How am I barking orders? All I'm saying is that I want you to work with me, to be on my team. We're supposed to be a couple.
I am working with you.
No, you're not. That's what I'm telling you.
Oh, here we go again. What do you do when I tell you to stop talking back to me? Argue and start talking back to me. God, you're annoying.
What? So I'm supposed to just stop speaking, am I?
I'll be bringing some divorce papers home with me today.
What? Divorce papers? Why?
So that the next time you take this cocky, insolent attitude with me, I can divorce you immediately.
What the hell?
You don't want to get divorced, do you? If you value this marriage, I suggest you start acting like my ideal wife. If you don't, I'll divorce you faster than boat runs 100 meters.
Aren't you being a little excessive here? How have you reached the conclusion that this is the way to fix our problems?
Because you won't keep your mouth shut and cook my meals like a good woman. If you won't do your job, I'll have to replace you with someone who will. You used to be so obedient and lovable. I knew it. It's not just women's looks that depreciate as they get older. They lose everything that once made them attractive.
I'm hardly swooning at your behavior right now either, Alex. Is there any reason for you to speak to me like that?
If you don't like it, how about you start working a little harder to make me like you instead of constantly answering me back? Barking orders at me over every little thing sure as hell is not a good way to keep me in your life. God, you piss me off.
For the millionth time, I wasn't barking orders. I just gave you a few gentle warnings about certain things I thought you might find helpful. It's precisely because I love you that I say the things I do. You think I'd say them just to anyone? Because I wouldn't.
And I'm telling you, I'm sick of your crap. I'm serious about the divorce papers. I suggest you think very carefully about your behavior from here on out.
Got it. So I just have to do what you say?
That's right. Never, ever get that cocky, arrogant attitude with me again. You're going to start doing exactly as I tell you. As long as you do that, I'll provide for you forever. Reply unnecessary. Hey, Patricia, where are you right now? Did you go out and buy groceries?
Why?
Why? Wait, are you serious? Why? Did you just question me? I just got back from work. You know what that means. It means I'm hungry. Hurry up and get your ass back home and cook me 3 meals, of course.
Why?
Cut it out. Stop asking questions you already know the answer to. Who do you think that feeds and clothes you? Who do you think keeps a roof over your head? I work full-time, moron. It's your job as my wife to make sure there's food waiting on the table for me when I get home.
Sorry, I'm an idiot, so I don't understand.
Huh? What? Are you making fun of what I said before? In that case, let me make your order simple. Get back home and cook my dinner now.
Why?
Okay, bitch. You listen to me and listen good. You're an idiot, so listen to my orders and do as I tell you. You don't need to think. Just do as you're told.
Yep, I did as I was told and filed the divorce papers. I won't be coming home ever again.
Huh? You filed the divorce papers?
You said it yourself, right? That I ever got cocky with you again, I was to submit the divorce papers? Well, you'll be pleased to know I did as I was told. Because I have no intention of doing what you tell me.
So that's why you filed them? You're joking, right?
It's the truth. Take a look around the house if you don't believe me. You'll see that all of my personal belongings are gone. I have zero intention of ever coming home again.
Don't screw around with me, Patricia. Why would you file divorce papers without my permission?
I don't get why you're so upset. You were ready for a divorce yourself, right? Why else would you demand my signature for the papers? Why else would you sign them yourself? If that's not the behavior of someone ready for a divorce, then what is?
That doesn't mean I wanted you to actually file them. Who does that? Why did you take me seriously?
Wait, you mean you weren't serious about divorcing? Were you just using it as a threat to scare me into submission?
No, it's not that I was threatening you.
So what's the problem? You should be pleased, right?
Not one bit. If I told you to jump off a cliff, would you do it? You weren't supposed to do everything I told you, you idiot. Try using your freaking head for once, for God's sakes.
Huh? But didn't you say you'd rather have a stupid wife than one who thinks for herself? You should be celebrating. Besides, I was sick of the way you were speaking to me and spending our money like it grows on trees. When you walked in and slammed the divorce papers down in my face, I knew it was a blessing in disguise.
A blessing in disguise. Don't talk crap. Stop treating divorce so lightly.
You're the one who treated our marriage lightly, Alex. The fact you signed the divorce papers should have meant that you were fully prepared to go through with it. How can you be mad at me when you put your own signature on the dotted line?
But I didn't expect you to actually go and file them so quickly.
So why did you bring the divorce papers home in the first place? You ignored everything I said to you and constantly talked down to me. You forced me to sign them.
Go and get some more marriage registration papers, now.
Why?
Don't ask questions. Do as I tell you. We're getting remarried. If you do that, I'll forgive you for this ridiculous stunt you pulled. Hey, Patricia, reply to me. Hey, Patricia, I'm begging you. Please respond. Please. Seriously, I'm begging you. Respond to me.
I made it perfectly clear you were going to contact my lawyer if there was anything you needed to say to me. How many times are you going to spam my inbox before you get the message?
Screw the lawyer. I want to speak to you directly. Can we speak on the phone?
I'm on the move right now, so I can't.
I see. I heard you quit your part-time job.
Yeah, it's too far from my new house for me to make it.
New house? Where do you live now?
Like hell, I'm telling you.
Let's meet up and talk.
I don't have time for that. That's why I asked you to go through my lawyer.
But I want to speak to you. Patricia.
Well, I don't want to speak to you. Besides, the last time we met to discuss the distribution of asset with my lawyer, you followed me for 2 hours after we got done, when we were supposed to go our separate ways. That's why there's no way we're ever meeting again. I'll do everything in my power to avoid it.
But why? Why are you so desperate to avoid me? Not long ago, we were husband and wife.
But not anymore. We're nothing but strangers now.
Patricia, how about me and you give things another try? I'm genuinely sorry.
What's the point in apologizing now? It's too little, too late. Please though, at least if you realize you were in the wrong, you might be able to become a better person and avoid making the same mistakes again. Maybe your next marriage will work out better.
But it's you I want, Patricia. No one else.
I thought you said I was annoying. You were livid every time I questioned your behavior, right? Why would you have any interest in being married to a woman who makes you feel like that? Are you sure you're not idealizing things?
I'm ready to come clean. It's time for absolute honesty, Patricia. I was never serious about divorcing. I just got mad when you nagged me about things. The divorce papers were nothing but a threat. I figured if I could scare you a little with the threat of losing me, you'd never nag at me, and we could live happily ever.
Huh? I didn't need you to tell me that.
Huh? Wait, you knew?
Yep, that was my hunch all along.
But if you knew, then why?
Because I couldn't forgive you for using threats to get your way. I was only ever thinking about what was best for us as a couple. But the only person you cared about was yourself. That's not all. You treated me like a piece of dirt on the bottom of your shoe. You mocked and ridiculed me for being a high school graduate, for being a woman, for being a housewife. You made me feel like I wanted to crawl into a hole and die. Maybe you couldn't tell or didn't care, but everything you said to me hurt me a lot.
I'm sorry.
As if the bullying and emotional abuse wasn't enough, you were wasting all of our money with your irresponsible spending habits on top of it. I told you this when you handed me the divorce papers. But I felt like an idiot for trying so hard to make our marriage work when you clearly didn't care. You trampled on my feelings at every single opportunity and made my life a living hell.
I'm sorry, babe. I mean it. If you give me one more chance, I'll never say anything to hurt you again. I'll never make fun of you for being a high school grad, a woman, or a housewife ever again. I swear. You can even give me advice and caution me about anything you want, and I'll never complain about it. I'll give you words, careful and thoughtful consideration.
It's too late for that, Alex. We're divorced now.
I know that, but I want another chance, baby. Please. I'm begging you. Let's give marriage one more shot. This time, things will be different. This time, I'll love you. I'll cherish you. I'll treat you with much more respect. You won't even believe I'm the same person. Please. You have to give me another chance here, Patricia. I can't get by on my own. The house is filthy. I've been living on a cup noodles, and unpaid bills are piling up.
Wow, are you kidding me? So the only reason you want us to get married again is so I can be your live-in servant because you're totally incapable of looking after yourself?
No, it's not like that.
I suggest you learn how to handle your own affairs. I did not marry you to be your personal butt wiper, you tragic man-child.
I'm telling you, baby, I can't do this on my own. I asked my parents, but they're completely ignoring me. I sent them 3 paragraphs explaining how desperate I am. And all they bothered to send me was 3 words, do it yourself. They won't even reply anymore.
Wow, so you went crying to mommy and daddy too? Is that why you're messaging me now? You really are a walking tragedy. I've never met a human being as incapable as you.
Stop it, Patricia. You think I enjoy being this way? It's not my fault. I lived with my parents right until we got married. How can you expect me to know how to live on my own?
I know that. That's why I tried teaching you how to do housework, among many other things when we moved in together. But every time I tried, you got mad because those things weren't a man's job. You said you'd give your all to make things work when we first got married. You promised to pull your weight. Sure, maybe you are in a crappy situation now, but do you know whose fault that is? Yours. You only have yourself to blame.
I really am sorry, babe.
Even a little kid can apologize. Your words are meaningless.
Surely you're struggling too, right, babe? It can't be easy to get back on your feet after a divorce as a part-time housewife. You know, you're more than welcome to live with me until you get your life back in order.
Oh, that's fine. You don't have to worry about me. I'm already working full-time.
What?
Did you think I just sat around doing nothing for the month after you slammed the divorce papers in my face and forced me to sign them? I thought seriously about my future and took the necessary steps to ensure I'd land on my feet after the divorce.
Patricia, please, I'm begging you. Please, will you at least think about remarrying me? You don't have to give me an answer now. Just let me know you'll consider it. I've been an idiot, a fool. I was the one who needed you all along.
That's great, honey. I'm pleased you finally understand. Unfortunately for you, I'm sick of you. You're the one who put divorce on the table. All I did was take you up on it. I'll never look after a wasteful, abusive, domineering lowlife like you again for as long as I live. Reply unnecessary. After that, I got a new phone and changed my number so my ex-husband wouldn't be able to pester me with his groveling messages. My lawyer did get a few more messages from Alex, but they were about the most pathetic things you could imagine, such as questions on how to pay the gas bill or how to sell a house. Eventually, even my lawyer reached his wit's end and told him to look into it by himself. A few weeks after the divorce, Alex's big brother paid his wayward sibling a visit to check up on how he was doing. Apparently, he found him huddled up in the corner of a filthy room full of empty cup noodle cartons and beer bottles, crying hysterically in the fetal position. It looks like his fundamental lack of basic life skills is finally coming back to bite him. According to Alex's big brother, his entire family has decided to operate on a tough love policy of not offering him any support, in the hope it'll lead him to finally learning the skills needed to live and support himself. And that's not all. Apparently, Alex started behaving so horribly to his subordinates at work after the divorce that he was summoned to a disciplinary meeting, demoted, and slapped with a huge pay cut. It was hard for me to commit to the divorce at first due to all the memories of how good things were at the start of our marriage. But eventually, I realized you can't live on memories, and I did what I had to do. Now, I don't have a single regret. I found myself a new job after moving, and now I'm super fulfilled by my somewhat hectic and incredibly rewarding work life. I don't have to tolerate abuse or wasteful spending from anyone anymore. Now I can finally live on my own terms while saving up money at my own pace. My stress levels are non-existent, and I'm having a blast. I'm so excited to find out what my fresh start holds in store for me. And for the first time in a long time, I'm filled with happiness and optimism for the future.
Hey, Chrissy. Is little Finsley asleep already?
Hey, Hank. I just got Finsley off to sleep a few minutes ago. I'm lucky.
Ah, you kidding me? I was really hoping I could do a video call with him. We haven't spoken at all since I left for my business trip. I miss seeing that kid's face and hearing that cheeky little laugh of his. I guess it can't be helped if he's asleep. Rest is important when they're that age.
Right. I feel you, honey. You've been gone almost 2 weeks now. This business trip is a lot longer than the ones they usually send you on, huh? Can't you come home for the weekend or something?
I'm so busy with work right now, sweetie. We were supposed to be getting days off so we can go out and explore the city, but I've ended up working every single day so far. I'm pretty sure coming home for a whole weekend is gonna be out of the question.
I see. That's a shame. I wish me and Finsley could come over and see you, but it's so far I don't think it's feasible. It sucks, but it's not really the kind of distance we can make.
Right. Finsley's still in elementary school. That kind of upheaval is the last thing he needs. You'd have to spend 6 hours on a plane to get all the way up here. And sitting still for 6 whole hours is the last thing our boy's capable of. He struggles to keep quiet for 30 minutes, let alone a whopper flight like that. I can only imagine how he'd torture you and everyone else on the plane.
No kidding. The thought of flying with him on my own is actually terrifying. It's not ideal, but I guess he's just gonna have to accept not being able to see his daddy until your work calms down.
Right. I'll have to just tough it out too.
Sorry, honey. Give me a call when your work settles down, okay? If Finsley's awake at the time, I'll make sure you finally get to speak to him.
Yeah, when work settles down. I did get off a little earlier than expected today, but he was already asleep. To be honest, I do think days like this might be the exception though. We normally do overtime.
Sounds rough. What's life like for you there? Have you settled into a routine yet? Are you eating properly?
I'm eating. I haven't had anything other than convenience store sandwiches since I got here, but I am at least eating. God, I can't tell you how much I miss your home-cooked food, babe.
How long do you have left? It's about 2 weeks now, right? Do your best to hold out until then. And when you get back, I'll treat you to the biggest, most delicious feast of your life.
Now there's an offer I can't refuse. Yeehaw. I can't wait to play with Finsley when I get back. Why don't you ask him if there's anywhere he wants us all to go as a family when I do? We should celebrate the occasion by going on a little vacation.
Sure thing, babe. I'll,
Huh? Chrissy? You just sent me a half-finished message.
Ooh, sorry. We were talking about going on vacation with Finsley, right? I'll ask him.
Great, but what's up? Did something happen? Your message randomly cut off.
Oh, it's nothing. My phone's just been playing up lately is all. My battery randomly went down out of nowhere, and the message got sent before I was done writing it.
Yeah, that definitely ain't normal. Shouldn't you take it in for repair? The thought of not being able to contact you while I'm on business is a little scary.
Yeah, I do plan on taking it into the shop. There's a guy who does phone repairs at the market down on Peep Street. But I don't have the time right now. I have a bunch of stuff on my plate, and I'm crazy busy. So don't be worried if you get any more weird messages like that, since it'll probably carry on doing it every now and then. Sorry, honey.
Alright, but you really should get it out for repair as soon as possible. I can handle having a few messages cut off now and then, but if it gets worse and we can't communicate, we really will be in trouble. Besides, you know how easy it is to put things off.
Yep, I know, babe. Anyway, I have to be up early in the morning. I'm gonna finish up with the housework and go to bed.
Alright. I'm up early for work tomorrow myself, so I think I'll hit the hay too. I'm counting on you to look after Finsley for a little while longer.
You got it. Look after yourself, Hank.
Hey, Hank. I'm so sorry to message you out of the blue like this. But do you know if Chrissy's at home today?
Huh? What's this all about? I'm away on business right now, so I couldn't tell you whether Chrissy's at home or not. Why? What's wrong? Did something happen?
Well, you see, the thing is, little Finsley showed up on our doorstep, crying his eyes out. On his own.
On his own? But your house is like 2 hours away, Mom.
I know. Believe me, dear, I was surprised too. I tried asking Finsley what happened, but he was crying so hysterically he barely seemed capable of speaking. I left him on the sofa watching his cartoons with a bowl of ice cream for the time being. But he doesn't seem interested in either. I tried calling Chrissy, but it looks like her phone switched off.
God damn it. She told me about this yesterday. Apparently her phone's been playing up lately. If her phone's off, it might be pointless, but I have to at least try getting through to her.
Really? Oh dear, what on earth should we do, son? This is all highly unusual. Didn't you have a landline phone at your house?
Nope, we haven't had one for years now. Hey, you said Finsley was crying, right? He's not hurt or anything, is he?
No, I don't think so. He didn't seem hurt when I checked him over on the sofa. But he was wearing his school uniform and backpack when he got here. So I think there's a chance he came straight to my house from school.
Is he showing any signs of calming down yet?
He's still crying his eyes out, the poor thing. He doesn't seem interested in either his ice cream or his cartoons, which is highly unusual given how obsessed with them both he usually is. I even tried giving him some of his favorite candy, but he seemed totally uninterested. Something must be very wrong for him to be this upset. I'm worried, Hank, and I don't have any idea what's going on. I can't even get a word out of him.
I guess all we can do is wait for him to calm down. For the time being, would you mind looking after Finsley there until I manage to get through to Chrissy? There has to be some way I can make contact with her.
Of course I'll look after him, dear. I wonder if she's out. Is that what she normally does around this time?
No, she's usually at home to cook Finsley's dinner when he gets back from school. I'm gonna contact the school and tell them to tell Chrissy to make her way over to your place if they hear anything from her. Can you believe her phone would break at a time like this? You couldn't make this stuff up.
I know it's unbelievable, Hank. It really is. But I suppose it can't be helped. By the way, are you free right now? If you wouldn't mind, I'd like it if you could try and speak to Finsley on the phone. Who knows? He might cheer up when he sees you?
Good idea, all right? I'll call you. Let me just go tell my boss I'll be away for a few. Hold on, okay?
Okay, dear. I hope your boss shows some consideration towards your circumstances.
It's fine. My boss ain't a hard ass or anything. He's actually a pretty cool guy. I'm sure it'll be fine. All right? I'll call as soon as I can. Let Finsley know he can finally see his dad again.
I'm so sorry to message you while you're at work, honey. Reply as soon as you get this.
What happened? Wait a sec. Is your phone fixed now?
This isn't the time for that. I just went out to the store for 5 minutes, and when I got home, our son was gone. Hank, what should I do? Should I call the cops?
Take a chill pill. There's no need to call the cops.
But Finsley's missing. How can you be so relaxed at a time like this?
Our son's been at my mom's house for the last 2 days. Why would I be worried?
Huh? Finsley's at your mom's house? But why?
Why? I'm pretty sure I'm the one who should be asking why. So go on, Chrissy. Tell me why. You just said he disappeared while you were at the store. Were you at the store for 2 whole days? While leaving your elementary-age son home alone?
No, it wasn't like that. Wait a second, explain yourself. What do you mean Finsley's at your mom's? Why the hell would he be there? I haven't heard anything about this.
Don't change the subject because answering my question is inconvenient for you. Finsley made his way to my mom's house. After school. All on his own. But that was 2 days ago. Are you seriously telling me you didn't notice our son was missing for 2 whole days?
Stop lying. There's no way I'd leave our son alone for 2 days. What kind of mother do you take me for?
I'm not lying. If you're not gonna come clean, then I'll have to tell you. Finsley told me everything. You're delusional if you think you can pull the wool over my eyes after what you did.
What I did? What do you mean what I did? I have no idea what you're talking about. Stop this. Stop it right now. I don't know what that boy told you, but do you actually think I'm capable of doing something like that?
Something like that? That's funny. I didn't actually say anything specific, did I? Something like what? Chrissy? Did you mean prioritizing the guy you're cheating on me with over your own son, by any chance?
No, I didn't do anything like that. I don't know what you mean. You do know Finsley's still in elementary school, don't you? If he told you this guy was green, would you believe him? I can't believe you think your 6-year-old son is more credible than your own frickin' wife.
All right, so answer me this. Why was Finsley on his own for 2 days straight? If it's just like you say, Finsley is an elementary school kid. It hardly takes a genius to imagine what could happen when you leave a kid that young completely on his own for 2 days straight. There's no way you didn't know what you were doing was wrong. Come on, Chrissy, are you going to answer me or what? Or is this the part where you bullshit me about your phone being broken again? Or is it that you just have nothing to say because you know you're cornered?
How exactly do you go from Finsley was on his own to my wife's cheating on me? I've never heard anything so ridiculous in my life. I mean, seriously. I never had you down as being the paranoid type, Hank. I think all this work lately might be making you go a little crazy. How about going for a walk to clear your head?
Don't you dare try to gaslight me, you two-timing whore bag. I heard all about how you were with your lover the whole time ever since I left on my business trip. You even invited him over the house. Finsley told me everything. He told me about how you kept going out with lover boy for days at a time, each time getting longer and longer, before eventually you just didn't come back.
No, he was just a friend. Finsley doesn't have a clue what he's talking about. All we did was go for a few drinks together. Or is that a crime in your book too? Should a stay-at-home housewives literally stay at home all the time in your Stone Age view of the world? Okay, so maybe I went for a few beers with a friend. Shoot me.
Even if he's just your friend, it still wouldn't be acceptable to leave a 6-year-old kid on his own. Are you seriously telling me you repeatedly left our son on his own for days at a time to go out and get drunk?
Repeatedly? No. It only happened that one time 2 days ago, and only because I lost track of time.
Reading your pathetic excuses is making me want to throw up. I'm sick of you, and I've had enough.
Please, wait. Just hear me out for God's sake, Hank. I'm not cheating on you, I swear. I'm begging you to believe me.
I just got done handing over the shift at work. I'm heading home now. If you're serious about saving this relationship, then I suggest you come clean about the affair.
You're coming home? Now?
My son turned up on my mom's doorstep crying his eyes out because of you. Do you seriously think I can focus on my work in a situation like this? Let me make this crystal clear. You will not try and worm your way out of this by telling more lies. I want to hear a damn good reason as to why you thought it was acceptable to leave our son on his own in that house. If you don't have one, I have no intention of forgiving you.
Hank, please. Is this really necessary? Do we really have to get a divorce?
Why would you even ask me that after all this time? That's what I told you yesterday, isn't it? I'd have to be the most insane man on the planet to stay married to you for a second longer than I have to.
But I did what you asked. I admitted I was cheating. I thought we still had a chance if I owned up to what I did. How can you demand a divorce like this even though I played ball? You're horrible. I'm sorry about the affair. Please, just give me one more chance.
Didn't I tell you yesterday? I have no intention of forgiving you. No intention. Besides, isn't there something far more important than the affair you should be apologizing for first? How can you not understand that?
Apologize? For what? I apologized countless times for the affair yesterday. Do you want me to apologize some more? Because I will. I'll apologize 10 trillion times if that's what it takes to save this marriage.
Oh my God, you genuinely don't have any idea what I'm getting at, do you? It's not me you need to apologize to. It's our son. Do you have any idea how much your selfish, despicable behavior hurt that boy?
But Finsley wasn't there yesterday, so I couldn't apologize to him.
So what? If you're genuinely sorry about what you did to him, you would have at least apologized to him over the phone by now.
Sure, I guess I can do that.
But what was the first thing you did yesterday when I confronted you? You tried desperately to convince me that you weren't cheating, with lies, and more lies. The only reason you ended up apologizing to me in the end was because you realized your lies weren't going to wash. You haven't shown an ounce of sympathy towards our son. Nothing. You have no right to call yourself a mother.
But still, don't you think divorce is a little drastic? Sure, I might have messed up this time, but I worked so hard as a mother and a wife until now. Surely that counts for something, right, babe?
You worked hard until now. Bullshit. You just did your best to make it look like you were. I feel like a portion of the blame lies with me, you know? I feel like the world's biggest moron for never noticing what you were really like this whole time. But you're a unique category of low-life scumbag.
Oh my God, Hank, stop it. Just stop it already. Why do you have to act like I'm the bad guy here? Isn't this a little unfair? What choice did I have? I was so busy and stressed with Finsley and the housework all the time that I felt like I was losing myself, forgetting who I was.
So you cheated on me?
Is it really the end of the world? I was a full-time mother and a stay-at-home housewife. It's hardly a surprise that I needed to let my hair down every once in a while. Are you seriously saying you can't find it in your heart to forgive me for that?
I don't think there's anything wrong with letting your hair down. The problem is that what you did far exceeds that.
What exactly did I do that was wrong?
You said it yourself. Finsley's still a little kid in elementary school.
So what?
You wanted to let your hair down. You worked so hard until now. What's your goddamn point? You think working hard gives you a license to abandon your son? You think it gives you a license to prioritize your goddamn lover over your own child?
Like I told you, I was tired of being a mom. I was at my wit's end, Hank. Do you know how hard it is to be a mother?
No, I don't. And I never claimed to, nor do I deny that it must be a very stressful job. But just because being a mother is stressful doesn't mean that you can just stop as soon as you get tired of it. You had no right to neglect our son like that.
It's not like I did it because I wanted to neglect him. I left him some food in the fridge, and I told him to make sure to lock the doors at night.
So what? You wanted medal? None of that justifies leaving him on his own for 2 freaking days. If you lack the self-awareness to realize, allow me to tell you, you lost the right to call yourself a mother the moment you abandoned our son. You neglected him in favor of the guy you were cheating on me with.
No, please. I was just de-stressing, decompressing. I was never serious about him.
What kind of mother decompresses by subjecting her own son to extreme emotional trauma? You destroyed our family irreparably beyond all recognition to satisfy your seedy, selfish desires.
Do you really mean it, Hank? Are you really going to divorce me over this? Surely you can find it in your heart to give me one last chance.
A family can't be repaired as easily as a smartphone. There are no such thing as second chances in broken families. I want you to do one last thing for me and your son before we part ways forever. I want you to take responsibility for destroying our family. After that, I filed for a divorce, and with that, the proceedings began. I filed for compensation using the chat logs of Chrissy, admitting to the affair as evidence. After abandoning Finsley, she was deemed unfit to look after him due to posing a danger to his well-being, which means I won full custody. Chrissy's relationship with her lover fell apart as soon as the divorce was finalized. I guess they were never that serious with each other to begin with. I take some satisfaction in knowing that my demands for compensation from both of them were ultimately what led to them breaking up. But on the other hand, it fills me with disgust to think that Chrissy abandoned our son to be with a guy who cared so little for her that he jumped ship at the first sign of trouble. Actually, the thought of it makes me feel kind of miserable. That said, when I think about the whole thing ultimately drove them to their emotional and financial breaking points, I feel a little better. Me and Finsley moved in with my parents after the divorce. I started turning down the business trips I'd been going on a few times a year so I could spend quality time with my son. I was worried he might still be shaken up and upset about being separated from his mom, but he got used to life without her, surprisingly. I'm not sure if it's because he resented her for the stress she caused him when she left him on his own, but in any case, he's happy, and that means I'm happy. I'm sure he's going to grow both physically and mentally at an unbelievable pace from here on out. As for my part, I'm going to do my best to make sure that being raised by a single dad never acts as a detriment to him, by doing everything in my power to ensure he has all the love, care, and guidance that he needs.
Drake, you really need to stop being mean to my mom. You shouldn't be talking to your wife like that.
Huh? What's up with you?
You know what I am talking about. You called her a failure today. I heard you say it. That was really unnecessary and rude.
Unnecessary? I was only speaking the truth as always. Your mother is barren. And on top of that, she has you. What else am I supposed to call her?
How does either of that make her a failure? It shouldn't matter to you that she can't have a baby or has an adopted child if you really loved her.
I didn't know that she couldn't give me a child. She is defective. I never would have married a useless woman if I'd known on top of that she had a nosy, annoying daughter like you. Nobody would ever want an incomplete woman like her who carries around a burden of an adopted child. You both should be thankful that I even agreed to marry her, seriously. I don't even know why I stay with you two.
Stop calling her defective. Just because you were married to her doesn't give you the right to harass her. What you are doing to her is emotional abuse. And for the record, my mother is not a failure or incomplete. She is a good, noble woman.
Noble? You're the only one who believes that because she took you in. Look around. Do you know anyone else in this neighborhood who's not raising their own offspring?
I wouldn't know, Drake, and it doesn't matter who other people are raising. All I know is that I owe her my life. If she didn't adopt me and raise me as her own, I don't know where I'd be today. So yes, I believe that she's a strong and respectable woman because she changed another person's life forever.
You think you and your mom have a great story? But you see, she was just trying to fill her emptiness that came from not being able to have a child. She didn't adopt you for charity. Don't you get that? She's not as noble as you think. She is a selfish, greedy person who completed the missing piece with you.
Even if that was the intention at first, it doesn't change the fact that she has loved me very deeply, and her love towards me never changed. I am so thankful that she continued to prioritize me and kept me even after my parents got divorced.
I bet they got divorced because of you. I totally get why your dad would leave. He got sick of taking care of someone else's kid. Can you imagine having a stranger in the house and having to pay for them? I feel sorry for him.
I was not the reason why they got a divorce. They parted ways because they started to have major differences in opinions.
Yeah, I know. Your dad began to wish for his own child, right? He got sick of taking care of you instead of his own. This is why he married another woman and had a kid with her. You see, it's human nature to want an offspring. Your mom may have been satisfied with you, but you were never enough for your father.
If that is what you want to believe, feel free. But I am not upset about my parents getting a divorce, no matter the reason. They were hurting each other by staying married. I am glad they separated. It was the better choice for all of us.
Glad? You're saying you're glad that your dad is out of the picture now? Wow, what a cold-hearted person you are. I guess it doesn't matter for you much because neither of them are your real parents. You say you owe them, and yet you don't care about them getting divorced. What a hypocrite.
That is not what I am saying. It was painful to see my parents hurt each other, that is all. But yes, I am happy that my dad is out of my mom's picture. He was starting to hate her, but they prevented that by getting divorced. My mom and I were happy with just the two of us, until you came along.
Jeez, don't make it sound like I ruined it. I didn't even ask her to live together. It was her who asked me, remember? She's the one who asked to marry me, and I was nice enough to say yes. But I never would have if I'd known what a failure she was.
She definitely made a mistake inviting you into our home. I love and respect her very much, but she clearly has bad taste in men. She always falls for the wrong one.
How rude of you to say that. You have no respect for your father. Don't they teach you in school nowadays?
I do not consider you my father. In fact, I don't think I ever will. I don't even want to accept that you are my stepfather.
Well, you know what? I hate brats like you too, so I don't consider you my daughter either. You are such a pain in the ass. Stupid teenagers. You think it's cool to be rebellious?
I'll be as rebellious as I can be to protect my mom. I know what you want from her. You're only after her money. There's no way you love her. You don't even care about her.
Like you know anything about love. You are a child. You don't have any experience with men, do you?
I may not have experience, but I can tell the difference between love and bad intentions. You only have the latter, I can tell. You are using her. You know that she is too kind. It's hard for her to say no to dependent people like you. She developed this feeling of wanting to take care of you so that she can help you become a better person. You saw it from the start, didn't you? And so you decided to take advantage of that. I know you don't love her. You were just playing along and seeking for the right time to take her money.
Don't act like you know anything about our relationship. It's complicated for a kid like you to understand. But if you must, you're forgetting about the part that Mom seems very happy taking care of me. So you should be happy for her, shouldn't you? Me being dependent fulfills her. Don't you think that's a good thing?
No, my mom is not happy, at least not anymore. She is in pain again because you talk down on her every day. Plus, you've been taking money from her.
She's a giver, unlike you. She gets satisfied from giving to me. So I assure you, she is happy. I know her much better than you do. You just don't like me. That's why it bothers you that she continues to take care of me.
Of course I don't like you. It's no secret. I mean, how could I ever like someone who talks to my mom like that? You call her names, degrade her. You even think it's funny. How can you live like that? Have you no shame? So no, I don't dislike you, Drake. I hate you. You are a horrible person.
Well, honey, it makes two of us because I hate you too. You are a horrible brat. At least we're on the same page.
Yeah, at least we are. By the way, I've noticed that you've been coming home very late recently. If you were seeing other women using my mom's money, I swear to God, I am going to make you regret it so badly. I will not tolerate you hurting my mom any more than you do now. Do you understand?
Boo-hoo, I'm scared. Ha ha ha. What can a powerless child like you do to me, huh? Stop trying to act like an adult. You can't do anything to hurt me. Now mind your business, you little brat.
Damn it, Mom. I hate Drake. He is so unworthy of you. Why do you waste your time on him?
Wow, Jesse. Hold your horse. What happened? Aren't you at school right now?
I am, but the teacher is sick, so my class got canceled. I'm in the library right now trying to study, but I am too irritated because of Drake. Why are you so irritated? Did he do or say something to you? Why do you stay with him? You should divorce him immediately. Mom, I love you very much. You are a wonderful, caring woman, and I have a lot of respect for you. But honestly, you have the worst taste when it comes to men. Why do you always fall for the wrong guy? Jessie, you shouldn't say that to your own mother. Or at least, can you not be so frank? You don't leave me much choice. Drake wasn't so bad when I first met him. I don't know what changed him. There are other men out there who are worth your time. Like the chiropractor you see every month, or the really kind manager at the supermarket. They all seem decent and responsible. But not Drake, Mom. He is a bad person. What? My chiropractor? Yeah, I mean, I only mentioned him as an example. But he's single. I did my research. He's super nice and professional. He would treat you so much better. You should date men like him rather than idiots like Drake. Jessie, what are you talking about? Yes, I do realize that Drake is troubled, but I am still married to him. I'm not going to start hitting on my chiropractor just because my husband is mean to me. It doesn't work like that, honey. Why the hell not? You think Drake keeps his fidelity to you? Jessie! Enough, young lady. Please stop. No, I won't because I know he is not faithful to you. What? I saw him with another woman, Mom. He is cheating on you. You saw him? Where? Yes, in downtown. I'm sorry. I wanted to tell you sooner, but I didn't know how to break it to you. Are you sure it was Drake? Yes, I am 100% sure. The woman was literally hanging on him, and he had his arm wrapped around her waist too. That can't be. You must have seen wrong. I know what I saw. I would never lie to you, Mom. Please believe me, you have to divorce him. Drake is cheating on me? All I wish is for your happiness, Mom. And we both know he won't bring you that, ever. He mocks you, calls you names. He doesn't respect you one bit. I can't spend another day hearing all the horrible things he says to you. Are you talking about him calling me barren? That is one of the things, yes. I mean, there is nothing wrong with you, Mom. You might not be able to have a baby, but that doesn't make you any less than other women. Regardless of your fertility, you are my mom, no matter what. And I refuse to let a pig like him abuse you. He doesn't deserve you. Thank you, Jessie, that means a lot. Listen, there's something I need to tell you. I've been wanting to tell you for a while now. Do you have time to talk after school? Of course, but what is it? You're scaring me. It's okay. I will tell you once you get back. I prefer to speak in person about this. Okay, I'll head home as soon as I finish my last class.
I decided to leave your mother. I'm not coming back to that old shack anymore. You let her know that, all right?
Interesting. Why the sudden change? I thought you wanted my mom's money.
I knocked up my girlfriend, which is a good thing since I've always wanted my own kid. So I don't need your mom anymore. I am divorcing her.
Wow. You knocked your girlfriend up?
Yep, that is what I said. I guess this is good news for you though, right? You should be glad that you don't have to see me anymore. I know I am. I get to say goodbye to your ugly, bratty face.
So you betrayed my mom, huh? What a jerk. And you were doing this today on purpose, aren't you? Because you know it's my birthday.
Oh, was it? I didn't know.
Don't lie, you know. You were right there in the dining room when my mom and I were talking about it this morning. You think it's funny to spoil my day, don't you? What a nasty bastard. You really can't get any lower than that.
It's only coincidence that I'm telling you today. My girl is about 10 weeks now. So I need to settle the divorce as quickly as possible and remarry my girlfriend before the baby arrives.
Oh wow, what a coincidence. You know, my mom is 10 weeks pregnant too.
Huh? Pregnant? How can she be pregnant?
Well, she is. They'll be born around the same time. How fun.
That can't be possible. She is infertile. She can't have any kids.
I know that's what you've been saying this whole time, but I guess she wasn't infertile. I mean, she wouldn't be pregnant if she was, right?
I don't know what you're trying to do, but that's not possible. Just ask your other father. They got divorced because he wanted a kid, but your mom couldn't give him one, even when she was younger than she is now. So how could she miraculously pregnant after all these years?
The reason why they never got pregnant was not her fault. It was his.
What?
I asked him already. My dad and his current wife tried many times for a baby, but didn't get lucky. So they got tested and found out that my dad was the one with issues. It happens a lot, you know. Men can't have as much reproductive issues as women.
What? No way.
My parents used to fight because of this issue, which led to my mom to assume it was her fault. But she never got tested, so back then neither of them knew who had the issue. Now we know from both sides. My dad got tested and found out it was him, and my mom is also pregnant, which proves she was never barren.
Are you being serious? She is actually pregnant? I never imagined that would happen with her. But wait, is the baby even mine?
We both knew you were going to say something like that. My mom got a DNA test as soon as she reached the minimum requirement of 7 weeks. The baby is yours for sure. She would never cheat on you, even if you do, because she is a virtuous woman.
Well, so what? I don't care if the baby is mine or not. I am still not coming home. I have already made my decision. We are getting a divorce regardless of her being pregnant or not.
Just as a side note, may I ask why you want to get a divorce?
It's simple. I choose to stay with the woman I actually care about. I admit it, Jesse. You were right about me marrying your mom for her money. I don't have any feelings for her. I only stuck around because she gave me cash every time I asked. But now, I am having a kid with a girl I actually like. It's over between us. I won't be seeing either of you anymore.
We still have things to talk about. And you need to talk to my mom yourself. I am sure you still have a few things to clarify with her regarding the separation. At least have the courtesy to talk to her in person.
Courtesy? I don't need to be courteous to her. You got the message, so just deliver it. I have nothing more to say to either of you. Bye.
So Drake, how are you and your girlfriend? I heard that you two are having some trouble connecting.
Huh? What did you hear about us?
She disappeared, didn't she? You don't know where she is, huh?
How the hell do you know? Is there a rumor going around?
You know she ran from you, right? Because she doesn't want you to find out the truth. She was afraid that it would piss you off so badly that you might do something to her.
What the hell are you talking about? Do you know something?
Well, my mom and I wanted to share some information with you the other day. But you said you had nothing more to say to us and cut the conversation. So we never had the chance.
You little brat. Tell me what you know about her.
I've known that you've been cheating on my mom for a while now. I saw you with her when I was in downtown, and I did not keep it to myself. I told my mom, and after that she moved pretty quickly. She hired a private investigator to find out who she was. I mean, we got the gist by looking at your messages with her, but you know, we wanted to be thorough. And that is how we found out that she too was pregnant.
You went through my phone? You sneaky bitch? You and your mother?
I couldn't help it. I should add that I also went to her workplace. I had to know what kind of person she is to sleep around with a married man, you know?
You went to see her at work? Are you out of your mind? Who does that?
Yeah, she was pretty upset to see me there. She was desperate to get rid of me.
Who wouldn't be? How did you get into her office anyways?
Oh, it was easy. I pretended to deliver food to her, but was in complete shock when I went up to her and told her who I was. You should have seen her face! I mean, I don't blame her. Nobody would want their married boyfriend's stepdaughter in their office, I guess. She grabbed my arm and tried to drag me out of her office. She was ready to call security when I told her about my mom's pregnancy. I told her she'd be sued by my mom if she married you, that my mom would come after her for consolation money, and that you'll be paying for child support for years to come. She didn't like the sound of that either. She totally was not ready for that blow.
You threatened her? What are you thinking? She is pregnant, for crying out loud. You shouldn't have put her through that kind of stress.
Oh, I was just confirming if she was alright with the idea. I thought it was actually kind of nice of me to let her know in advance that you'd be paying for 2 kids instead of 1. You don't have any business paying for my child support, but you do with the baby my mom is carrying right now. You have to share the responsibility.
You are crazy. What else did you do? That couldn't have been it. She's not the kind of woman to get frenzied by a threat from a teenager.
Drake, you are seriously dumb, you know that? She dropped you in a blink.
What?
She was in such a panic after I told her that my mom would come after her. She switched her attitude very fast, you know. She asked not to come after her because she wasn't going to marry you. And she said that, in fact, already ended things with you. She assured me that it wasn't any of her business if we decided to sue you for child support.
What? She would never betray me like that.
Oh, but that's not all. I told her that she was responsible too, since she had a relationship with you knowing you were married. That it's too late, especially after getting knocked up by you. Do you know what she said to that? She said, "The baby is not yours." Maury would have a field day.
Huh? The baby isn't mine? Of course it is. What the hell are you talking about?
That woman is really sleazy, you know. She admitted to having relationships with multiple men all at once. So you weren't the only man she was seeing. It's too bad for you, I guess. You said you actually liked her, right? So how does it feel to know that she's been fooling you all this time? I was very impressed, though. You two really were a good match, weren't you?
Shut up, bitch. I don't believe you. She would never do something like that to me. You must be lying.
No, Jesse is not lying. Hello, Drake. So Jesse told you about me being pregnant, yes?
Catherine.
Yes, I'll take over from here. I apologize about Jesse confronting your girlfriend at her workplace. I do think she was being immature to let her emotions take over for revenge. It was a precarious move, but it is nothing compared to what you have done, Drake.
Whatever, Catherine. Is that all you have to say to me? Do you know where my girlfriend is now?
I actually went to see her too, after hearing about Jesse's conversation with her. I wanted to confirm what she was saying about the child was true. If it was, I wanted proof. So I asked her to take a DNA test like I did.
Do you have the results already? What did it say?
The baby is not yours. She was telling Jesse the truth.
No way. I don't believe it. So I was never going to be a dad?
The only person pregnant with your child is me. But of course, no, you are never going to be a dad. Because there is no way I will let you near my baby. We are done as a family. We are getting a divorce, just as you wished.
Wait a second. You can't decide on your own. I have the right to be part of their life. It's my child too.
The child will be better off without a father like you. I will raise the baby as a single mother. I will be just fine, especially since I have a thoughtful daughter who is always happy to help me.
The baby is mine too, not just yours.
Do I have to remind you how you treated me these past years? You took advantage of me and discarded me like trash as soon as you found another woman. What sort of father do you want to be, huh? You will not come near me or the baby. You are not worth to be in his life for a mere second.
Don't you be selfish, woman. You listen to your husband, now. Selfish. Husband.
Drake, what are you talking about? You said you were going to leave us for good.
And now that you know the only child that's yours is the one I am carrying, you want to act like my husband? Don't make me laugh. You choose your side, didn't you?
Yeah, but clearly there's been a change in situation. I didn't know she was seeing other men.
Well, I hate to tell you, but you can't undo it anymore. You said you prefer to stay with the woman you actually like. So even if the baby is not yours, and even if your girlfriend has no feelings for you, you chose her. Suck it up and stand by your own decision. If you honor what you say you do, maybe somewhere along the way you'll become happy. Likely not, but maybe.
Are you trying to be smart with me? You think this is funny? Do you?
Who wouldn't? Oh, by the way, this is Jessie again. My mom doesn't have anything else to say to you. She is too busy for you today, especially since she has to go to her prenatal checkup. She'd rather spend time doing important things than to waste time on you.
You little brat.
You keep calling me that. Do you not know any other words to insult me? I can think of many to insult you. Like sleazeball, douchebag, dickhead, a personal favorite, prick, asshole. The list could go on.
Shut up. You really have rubbed me the wrong way. None of this would have happened if you'd stayed quiet. This is all your fault.
My fault? How is any of this my fault? Wow, Drake, you really are unintelligent. You took advantage of my mom, cheated on her, and decided to stay with your pregnant girlfriend. That is where you went wrong. But your girlfriend cheating on you is, well, karma, I guess. No, actually, that too is probably your fault since like attracts like.
It's your fault. You're a devil.
You should be thanking me instead. I'm the one who found out she was pregnant with someone else's child. If it wasn't for me, she probably would have fooled you for the rest of your life. You would have went on to raise a child thinking it's yours, while your girlfriend laughed inside, amused by how oblivious you were. Would you have preferred it that way?
If you say any more, I swear I'm going to hurt you.
Aw, I'm sorry. Did I hurt your feelings? Well, join the club. You've hurt my mom and I enough. You know, you called my mom a failure and defective. But as far as I can see, you and your girlfriend have failed life. You two have major defects that will never get fixed. You are missing an important piece in your heart that lets you understand other people's feelings. Without that, you are worthless as a human being.
Stop acting like you know anything. You are an evil child.
I warned you before, Drake. I told you I would not tolerate you hurting my mom. You thought I couldn't do anything because I am a powerless child? Clearly you thought wrong. You'll never get what you want. You're not worthy to ever become a father. My mom was able to get a divorce from him soon after. Having collected many evidences about Drake's infidelity, the court ordered him to pay my mom the full amount of what she had asked him. Although he has never paid child support on time, which of course is very annoying, both my mom and I are kind of satisfied since we got our revenge. Seeing his hope and dream of becoming a father shatter in front of him was the best part of getting back at him. We heard through the wind that, after a little while, Drake found his girlfriend who had ran away. Despite the fact that she was cheating on my mom, I guess he couldn't take that he'd been cheated on too. He confronted her and ended up physically abusing her. As much as I hate her, no man should ever raise their fist to a woman, and for that I feel sorry. He was arrested immediately and sentenced to 2 months in jail for domestic violence. After hearing that story, I felt really relieved that my mother was able to end things with him before it got out of hand. Considering his behavior towards us while he was married to my mom, I wish he was sentenced longer, but at least he got punishment for his stupid actions. My brother arrived 6 months after we got rid of Drake from our lives. I never thought I'd be a sister, and my mother never imagined she'd be having her own baby, so we were over the moon when he was born. The new addition to our little family has tightened our bond even stronger. Since we're missing a father figure in the family, I know there may be hardships ahead of us, but both Mom and I are optimistic for our future since we have each other to look out for. I'll still have to keep an eye on my mom and her taste in men, but with my brother, who I know will be very protective of her in no time, I won't let anyone ever hurt her again.